My memory feed today. This is from a year ago when they were analyzing the January 6th attack on our Capitol and trying to figure it out, talking about the propaganda that was used by Trump to help brainwash his base and to instruct them to go to the Capitol. But so this was when Chris Cuomo was still employed by CNN before his faults came out. And he had on an expert who analyzes propaganda. And so I'm going to go over this, but I'm also going to go over some of the discussion that was in the comments on my video. Just as a heads up, Paul Walker DiCristoforo caused a lot of problems for a lot of us on Twitter last year. And so most of us are not in touch with him anymore because he betrayed our trust. He invited us all to be a part of a group chat and then took screenshots out of that chat that was supposed to be a private conversation, and he was causing chaos. And so most of us left his chat that he created and named the G Hive chat, which was stupid, that he was going to then screen cap it and lend credence to the conspiracy theory. Oh, Lord. All of you with your conspiracy theories. Okay. God damn, I'm so sorry that dude pulled me into his chats. What a jackass.
This one, this one really boils my blood, you guys. This one really boils my blood. So I'm watching CNN. There was a video that Trump played at his rally to incite the violence. Oh my God, you guys, if these 45, what is it 45 senators, 45 senators that are willing to gaslight us about what happened and about the fact that he legit tried to take down government on January 6th.
And we know what history tells us. We know what history tells us that, the Republican Party just went for it. There's oh no, it's not a big deal. They really let these people try and take down our government, and they don't care. And yet there are people out there who are actually considering still voting Republican after they showed that they are traitors to the nation. Crazy.
Lincoln Park, y'all. He's done this before. He's been sued by other artists before. You do realize why he used your song, right? You do realize he used your song because one of the conspiracy theories that Niko House fucking started, you guys, Niko House started this conspiracy theory, is that Chester Bennington was the illegitimate son of John Podesta. And that
So that's what Paul is trying to debate in the chat, in the comments to this video right now, is that he was insisting that it was the QAnoners. But the thing is that Chester Bennington committed suicide in the summer of 2017. QAnon did not exist until the fall of 2017. So the timeline does not add up. And even if Niko House found that somewhere on 4chan or 8chan or whatever the hell, deep web he found it on, he brought it to his show. He brought it to his audience. So yes, I think we can attribute the Chester Bennington conspiracy theory to Niko because he put eyes on it. And he actually got a lot of these knuckleheads to actually believe it. Now, I saw a tweet this evening when I got home from work about how Danielle St. John is still trying to run for things. Really, she's still trying to. She ran for Congress in the 2018 cycle, And most of the progressive left has rejected her at this point because she is one of the horseshoe people who buys into all of these Republican conspiracy theories. Um, so I don't know who the hell supports her at this point. But she also is a huge fangirl of my former project partner, Don Ford, and um, I don't know what was going on there. I mean, I don't know what was going on there. That guy loves to take road trips so that he can sow his seeds, if you will. And at one point during the primary, he was talking about going down to San Diego so that he could help her with her campaign. She's Green Party, and he's supposedly a Dem Enter specialist. Okay, dude. Help her with her campaign. That's got to be a euphemism.
That's why he had so many issues as an adult, and that he committed suicide a few years ago. They legit used a Linkin Park song. I shouldn't say they. It was Trump. I mean, just Trump or somebody on his team, one of his consultants, decided specifically to use this song. And I don't think CNN has even made the connection at this point. But that particular song, that particular artist, they are connected into one of these conspiracy theories that these GOP trolls are propagating. I'm going long so I can get you like the whole video when I play it, and so I don't know exactly where to look on my phone, but I'm gonna do this for you right now. See if I can get this going here. I'm gonna have to like flip it around. Okay, so here we are. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna turn the volume up.
Would you please take a look at a video with me? You may not have seen this, or really, you may not have thought about it, but you must. It mattered on January 6th, and it could be a key to what happens next. This video played at a Trump rally just hours before the Capitol attack, right after Rudy Giuliani called for trial by combat. Here's a piece.
For too long, a small group in our nation's capital has reaped the rewards of government, while the people have borne the cost. The establishment protected itself, but not the citizens of our country. That all changes, starting right here and right now.
Right Side Broadcasting Network.
Some more interesting stuff about this particular song that they used. That was the actual memorial song that his Survivor bandmates, the Chester Bennington Survivor bandmates, remixed after he passed. After he committed suicide, they released this in tribute to him. So it's really was selected to purposely emotionally manipulate Trump's base. Not only because of the conspiracy theory, but also because of the version that they chose, which was a memorial tribute to a troubled man who committed suicide. One of the reasons he committed suicide, or speculated that he committed suicide, is because Chris Cornell had just a couple weeks earlier, and they were close. So he apparently had a lot of baggage to unpack, and with these folks who unfortunately take their lives, they generally do so because they feel like the pain is never going to go away and that it's too intense for them to bear. That's usually why it happens. The pain is so intense, and but yeah, Niko piled on a huge conspiracy theory on this.
It's going to be something that gets researched. Why? Listen to my next guest, a scholar of propaganda who has decoded every frame of this video for the website Just Security. Yale professor Jason Stanley. Good to see you, Professor. Thank you.
Thank you for having me on the show.
So I see this and I say, yeah, it's Trump campaign piffle with music underneath. You see something else. How?
Well, the video opens with a Hollywood sign that was omitted in what you showed. And then it goes to Biden with a vacant expression. And then shifts to Senator Schumer with a kente cloth. And Pelosi flanked by two Jewish congressmen, Representative Nadler, and Representative Schiff. So what is being told to us? The elites have betrayed you. Who are the elite? The people who control Hollywood. Who is Biden controlled by? Well, he's controlled by Chuck Schumer. Why is Chuck Schumer wearing a kente cloth? Well, in anti-Semitic ideology, Jews foment racial division in order to take over. They push, in the KKK ideology, they push for racial division. They push for a race war in order to divide the country. So
this is also true with the whole Nazi conspiracy theory of the Great Reset as well. A lot of the demonizing is coming on purpose to just make us mad and chaotic. There are legitimate things that we need to fight for as a society, as the working class. And then there's people who take advantage of your emotions. And that's exactly what Trump and the GOP do, because they are the biggest offenders. They are the biggest offenders in bed with big business and the oil companies and the pharmaceutical companies and everybody else. But they want you to think that if they let these companies pay no taxes and they put the tax burden all on you, that somehow that's good for you.
The Jews are controlling Pelosi. The Jews are the elites that have betrayed you. How have they betrayed you? They've betrayed you into wars. They've betrayed you. They've betrayed the white working class into poverty. And who is the representative who's going to save you from the elites? The ones who control Hollywood? The Chuck Schumers? Donald Trump.
How can you know that this is...
Okay, all right, okay, let's stop. He missed the Lincoln Park reference, you guys. He missed it. You know why he missed it? He missed it because people still have not picked up on the fact that the Movement for the People's Party is actually a GOP troll operation, and that Niko House is a part of this, and he is the one who circulated the conspiracy theory that Chester Bennington is the bastard son of John Podesta. And he tied that directly into the whole Pizzagate shit and everything else. And these guys they're missing that reference because they're not deep enough into the horseshoe. It's the horseshoe, you guys. The reason that I know about this is because they have been trying to connect into the progressive movement as well. Right? They've been trying to connect into the progressive movement as well. And that is why we're seeing so much
hence my comments. Oh, and got my face at a bad moment. I'm sorry, y'all. Hence my comments about Danielle St. John. The most progressives have already rejected her, but that is what they do. They try and get in there. They try and push these like QAnoner, 4chan, 8chan conspiracy theories on us, because they are that gullible. They really are. And we can't have people in leadership being that gullible. And we literally do have people in leadership that are that gullible, and they usually run as Republicans. Now, we had a city council person from San Juan Capistrano who, when she departed her seat, quoted QAnon. San Juan Capistrano is about 15 minutes from me, y'all.
Turmoil within our own progressive network right now. Like all the Nina Turner groups are having all kinds of chaos right now because the MPP is coming in and trying to attack Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and doing all this crazy crap right now, dividing up the movement. And what I'm telling you straight up is that guy who is an expert at identifying what was in that video and how he was playing into propaganda and fear and the conspiracy theories and stuff, he's not even deep enough to know how deep these conspiracy theories go. And the legitimate, realistic, there is no fucking.
Here's the thing. Why was I attacked with a frivolous lawsuit last year? It wasn't even a lawsuit. It was like a temporary restraining order under false premise of I'm somehow stalking my stalker, the stalker who's come after me, who I had to take to court. And who the hell paid for his attorney? Because that dude didn't have the money to do it. But they blindsided me with that bullshit, and they did not give me proper notice. They served me on a Sunday night to appear in court by, I think it was Wednesday. So I had 2 business days to get my own legal counsel and fight what they were accusing me of, and we had it thrown out of court. But the reason, to my mind, that I was attacked so severely was that I was doing videos like this. I was doing videos like this attacking Niko House, and I was doing videos attacking Delaney Easton for chair because of her charter school industry background. And these folks, as I've pointed out several times, the Progressive Caucus, the Karen Burdell, Norman Solomon network, they are in bed with this live stream network. That's why the Progressive Caucus keeps putting on their agenda, do progressives really belong in the CDP? Well, fuck yeah, we do. Who else is going to hold these people accountable? Why are you trying to convince everybody to stop holding everyone accountable for what they're doing? Why are you working against us? Why are you demonizing people? And why are you spreading smear campaigns and conspiracy theories and absolute nonsense? Why are you embellishing things? I'd like to know. I'd like to know what your purpose is, because it clearly isn't organizing. That much is clear.
Reason they would have picked that Linkin Park song other than to connect to the Pizzagate conspiracy theory that Chester Bennington is supposedly the bastard son of John Podesta, and that was completely started by Niko House. You must reject the Movement for the People's Party. They are GOP trolls.
Yep. Okay, that's it.
This one,
pause it. Let's see if
this one really boils my blood, you guys. This one really boils my blood.
There, I'll just turn down the sound. Okay. So this is what I posted it a year ago. And here's the intro I gave on it, which was rather long. I don't usually do long intros because I'm kind of lazy that way. I'll be real. But, so, yeah, I was curious. Are they going to sue him? It looks like they didn't. I don't think that they did. But I posted a lot of links to various things, backing up what I had to say. Talked about Niko and what he was doing with his conspiracy theories. Niko also built his following by working with Jared and Elizabeth Beck. For my early days in political organizing, a lot of people were afraid to work with me because they were afraid I was actually related to these people. Beck is a very common last name. Beck in German is basically the same thing as Smith in Great Britain. It's a very common, working class name. So a lot of us have it. And actually, most of the people who are Becks are actually Jewish. We're Catholic, but that is kind of the common thing, is that a lot of Becks are actually Jewish. Okay, so he worked with Jared and Elizabeth Beck, who received funding from Breitbart for the DNC lawsuit, and also pushed several other conspiracy theories, including the Clintons were supposedly using the Mayo Clinic to kill people. Here's an analysis of the faulty lawsuit. That Paste magazine article was written by Walker Bragman, and when he wrote it, he got fucking dogpiled by Niko's network. Because they had the most money riding on it, right? And that is one of the reasons. It's not the only reason. Like, we were already in touch before that, but that's one of the reasons that we are in touch, is that, like, I was kind of helping him emotionally get through that, because it's hard to be dogpiled like that. Walker now writes for The Intercept, I think. And once in a while very infrequent, pardon me, very infrequently. But he does once in a while reach out to me for Orange County knowledge. Here's a link to the full analysis of the propaganda in Trump's incitement video. So there's the link. If you want to take a look at it, you can totally take a look at it. The indie live streamers who helped push anti-Democrat, pro-MPP messaging in the weeks leading up to the insurrection and after include, but not limited to, Jimmy Dore and Ron Placone. Who the hell showed up to our Progressive Caucus meeting last week? Ron Placone did. Niko House, Mikasa Sukasa, Fiorella and Pasta Jardula, the Convocat, Jackson Hinkle. Why is it that all of the people around me who I know end up getting drafted into this fucking movement? Like, who the hell is stalking my fucking friends list looking for your next talent? There are more. That's just off the top of my head. They demonized progressive Democrats and used violent language to target and blame. They absolutely did. They had the force the vote shit. They were calling them fraud squad. They were actively targeting these people for assassination attempts. Now, they can have plausible deniability all you want, but they have not relented. They are still just as bad. There are more of this. Okay. They demonize progressive Democrats, use violent language to target and blame. They all support the movement for the People's Party. Yes, they do. And are acting in bad faith to distract from the seriousness of the January 6th terrorist attack. The MPP actively states they are courting Republicans, which is why Dore recently gave a racist Boogaloo Boy a platform on his show. And, one of the people who debunked Dore's arguments was what's that guy's name? He's doing a documentary, and then he got hit by another one of their trolls who I can only assume that you're either just completely out of touch and don't know what's happening, or that you're actively helping them. He got a hit video out against him too. I can't remember the guy's name. He does a lot of show up at Republican events and kind of make fun of these people, but in a way where he's just having conversations and letting them give them enough rope kind of thing. Okay. All right. We all know that they're conspiracy theorists. We know that they're nuts, yet we still humor them. I don't, but a lot of people do. And I really think that you should stop, because this is bad. It's unhealthy for society to continue on this path.